a lavish party, a silent film star, and a tragic death. Welcome to the dark side of early Hollywood. The year was 1921, and silent film comedian Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle was at the height of his fame. But one fateful night would forever change his life and expose the seedy underbelly of Hollywood's party culture. The setting was a grand hotel suite where Arbuckle had thrown a raucous party. Among the guests was a young actress named Virginia Rapp, who later became ill at the gathering. She tragically died 4 days afterward, leading to a scandal that would shake Hollywood to its core. Arbuckle was accused of the unthinkable. Some claimed he had raped and accidentally killed Rapp during the party. The accusations were shocking, and they led to Arbuckle's arrest and a media frenzy that quickly grew into a full-blown circus. The comedian faced 3 highly publicized trials, with the public hanging on to every revelation, every piece of evidence, every sensational headline. The courtroom became a theater and the world its audience. The scandal was indeed one of the biggest of its time, and it cast a dark shadow over Arbuckle's once shining career. Despite the damning accusations, Arbuckle was eventually acquitted, but the damage had been done. His career was in ruins, his reputation destroyed, and he became a pariah in the industry he once dominated. But the scandal did more than just ruin one man's career. It exposed the darker side of Hollywood's party culture, a world where excess was the norm and where the lines between right and wrong were often blurred. It was a harsh wake-up call, a chilling reminder that beneath the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, there lurked a much darker reality. While Arbuckle was acquitted, his career never recovered, leaving a chilling reminder of the dangers lurking behind Hollywood's glamorous facade. Next, we delve into a murder mystery that shook Hollywood to its core, a tale of power, secrets, and unsolved crime. In the early morning hours of February the 1st, 1922, the influential director William Desmond Taylor was found dead in his Los Angeles home. His lifeless body, lying on the floor with a gunshot wound, marked the beginning of one of Hollywood's most infamous unsolved mysteries. The news of Taylor's murder sent shockwaves through Tinseltown and the nation. The investigation that followed quickly turned into a media circus as detectives scrambled to solve the case. With the spotlight on Hollywood, it was soon revealed that Taylor was not just a director, but a central figure in a web of secrets involving Hollywood's brightest stars. 2 actresses, Mabel Normand and Mary Miles Minter, found themselves implicated in the investigation. Normand, a silent film comedian and Taylor's close friend, was the last person to see him alive. Minter, a rising starlet, was rumoured to be in love with the much older director. Their names, once synonymous with glamour and stardom, were now tainted with suspicion and scandal. Despite the media frenzy and the long list of suspects, the murder of William Desmond Taylor was never solved. The case grew cold, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and speculation. Who killed Taylor? What secrets were they trying to hide? The public was left to wonder, their perception of Hollywood forever altered. The unsolved murder of William Desmond Taylor revealed the darker side of Hollywood, a world not just of glitz and glamour, but also of deceit, betrayal, and crime. It served as a chilling reminder of the price of fame, the danger lurking behind the silver screen. The shadow of Taylor's unsolved murder still looms over Hollywood, a chilling testament to the dark underbelly of the film industry. Even today, nearly a century later, the mystery remains a haunting symbol of Hollywood's darkest secrets. Behind the bright lights and charming smiles, Hollywood's youngest stars often endured unthinkable hardships. In the early days of Hollywood, child actors were seen not as children, but as commodities, assets to be exploited for profit. Under the glamorous veneer of the silver screen, these young performers were subjected to grueling work schedules that would exhaust even the most seasoned adult actors. Days often stretched into long, punishing nights, with little regard for the physical and emotional toll it took on these young individuals. One of the most iconic child stars of this era was Judy Garland, who began her career in the late 1930s. Her remarkable talent and infectious charm won the hearts of millions. But behind her captivating performances, Garland was suffering. She was given a cocktail of drugs to keep her awake during the day and to help her sleep at night, a dangerous cycle that was all too common in the industry. The studio's control over Garland extended far beyond her work hours. They dictated her diet to maintain her youthful appearance, a practice that often involved amphetamines and barbiturates. The physical strain was compounded by emotional abuse from studio executives who constantly criticized her looks and performance, shattering her self-esteem. And Garland was not alone. Many other child actors faced similar treatment, their innocence exploited and their childhoods lost to the relentless machine of early Hollywood. They were robbed of their formative years, thrust into a world of adult pressures and expectations, with little regard for their well-being. Garland's tragic story is not just a tale of personal struggle, it is a reflection of a wider issue: the systemic exploitation and mistreatment of child actors. It is a stark reminder of the hidden suffering endured by Hollywood's youngest stars, a dark chapter in the film industry's history. Despite the glitz and glamour, the laughter and applause, the reality for these young stars was often a far cry from the dream they were sold. Garland's tragic story is a stark reminder of the hidden suffering endured by Hollywood's youngest stars, a dark chapter in the film industry's history. As we step back from these tales of early Hollywood, we are left with a sobering picture of an industry where glamour often masked a darker reality. The scandal of Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle, once a beloved figure of silent film, was a shocking revelation of the excesses and dangers of the party culture that thrived behind the silver screen. The accusations leveled against him, despite his eventual acquittal, served as a wake-up call, exposing the world to the hidden debaucheries of Hollywood. The still unsolved murder of influential director William Desmond Taylor, on the other hand, pulled back the curtain on a web of secrets involving some of the industry's brightest stars. It was a mystery that brought to light the clandestine world of drug use and illicit affairs that swirled beneath the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown. The shadow of this unsolved crime continues to loom over Hollywood, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind the spotlight. Then there was the heartbreaking exploitation of child actors, epitomized by the tragic story of Judy Garland. This highlighted the ruthless and inhumane side of Hollywood, where young talent was treated as a commodity, their innocence and childhood stolen for the sake of profit and fame. The tale of Garland's mistreatment still echoes in the halls of the movie industry, a grim testament to Hollywood's hidden suffering. These scandals, each unique yet interconnected in their revelations, profoundly altered the public's perception of Hollywood. They peeled away the veneer of glitz and glamour to reveal a world rife with scandal, unchecked excess and exploitation. They also spurred important reforms within the industry, pushing for greater accountability and improved working conditions. Yet, despite these changes, the shadows of these scandals continue to linger. They serve as persistent reminders of a time when the industry's dark underbelly was laid bare for all to see. These stories serve as a stark reminder of the darker side of Hollywood's golden age, a side that continues to cast a long shadow over the film industry.